Hello, we are going to make a cone monster. I found this on Teachers Pay Teachers. It was made by Science Demo Guy. I will share that with information with you. Just want to make sure I'm not taking credit for something I did not make. I did not make this. All right, so first thing we are going to do is color this little guy. Okay, that's the bottom. He has some feet and arms here because it is much easier to color on a big sheet of paper than it is to cut it out and try and color it after. So we're going to give him some color. All right, there is no right or wrong way to color this, except try not to cover these solid lines because those are the lines you have to cut. Don't cut the dotted lines. There's this line here that's dotted, not going to cut that. Right here, there's that little gap that's dotted, not going to cut that. So we're just going to cut along the solid lines. All right. All right, he's cut out along the solid lines. Sort of. I left some white in between his fingers and toes because I'm not a master of the scissors. That's very tiny. That'd be very hard to cut. I'm not going to do it. Now, you need to find all those little dotted lines and fold them inward. So fold the uncolored side toward the uncolored side. So right here, where it says tab, this side's colored, so I'm not going to fold it towards tab. I'm going to fold it towards the side that isn't colored. I'm going to do that with all the dotted lines. Okay, now this tab here is, you're meant to put glue on it. If you don't have glue, you could just fold it together and tape it. But if you are gluing it, before you glue it, roll it together, roll it towards itself. Take the bottom end in, pull it towards itself, like making your own little cone. Because otherwise, it's not going to want to stay in its cone shape. It'll keep popping out on you when you try and glue it. So now that it's folded, I can unfold it and glue on that tab. There's a little nib here. At the bottom, I'll glue on that little tab. And I'll fold it together. And I don't think that my glue is that amazing, so I think I'm going to need some tape too. We'll see. All right, that kind of worked with the glue. This bottom part is not staying on. So I'm going to fold that in. Make sure the tab is on the bottom. Put some tape from the bottom, coming up to cover this part where it is glued, and because the glue is likely going to dry in. Well, part too. Okay, so some tape on the bottom. Put it together. Make sure that tab's on the inside. Pull it up to just gently cover that part where I taped it. Try not to squish it. Push it gently in. Ooh, there's my little cone monster. Nice. Now I can just completely cover him in tape if I want to get rid of all those gaps. Or now I can just tape his arms on. So one arm right here, or I can glue that on, tape or glue it on. Oh, I just noticed something. Look at this. If I put his arm like that, on the outside it's colored, on the inside it isn't. So maybe before I tape it on, I should color that inside. I'm going to put a little piece of tape on my arm first, on the little tab here. So I'm going to stick it on like this. So this part's folded in. So the inside part is going to have the tape on it. The part with the fingernails is not. So that the tape can stick right to my little guy here. There we go. Oh, there's an arm. Nice. Same thing on the other side. There are two arms. Now when I glue the feet, I want to make sure this part, clear part, sticking up, the clear part up, and just put a line of tape underneath it. And I tape both my feet to a piece of tape, and then so the sticky part is up where I can see the toenails, and then I'll just sit my little guy right on top of there. There we go. There's my cone monster. Now a cone is a three-dimensional shape, which means it's not flat. It goes up and down, side to side like a flat shape would, but it also goes back and forth. And spin it around. It is not a flat shape. Now, the flat shapes on 3D shapes are called faces. So here, this circle, we're not going to count our monster add-ons here. We're not going to count our little feet and arms because most cones are not monsters. They're just regular cones. So this part here, this circle at the bottom, that is the face of the cone because that part is flat. So it has a circle face. Then this tip here at the top, where the sides meet, that is called the vertex. So the point at the top is called the vertex. So it has one circular face and a vertex, and it is a 3-dimensional shape. Have fun making your cone monster.